So I've been playing a lot of Wuthering Waves for the past few weeks, and let me tell you guys, my thoughts on the games have completely changed, and I wanted to share them with you guys. I wanted to go over some stuff that I talked about in the previous video. If you want to check it out, you can go ahead and do so. And basically some stuff that I noticed in the game and talk about them. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more of these types of content. I do have a Twitch and a TikTok account, so if you guys want to follow that, would be really appreciated. But without further ado, let's get right into it. I do want to preface that I will be mentioning some pros and cons about the game, and hopefully when I speak about the cons, that the developers will fix this as soon as possible. They are minor stuff that I kind of got annoyed at this when I was playing the game, but overall there are a lot of pros that I wanted to mention, so let's get right into it. There are a lot of pros in this game offered, and I feel like I wanted to share them with you guys. The first good thing that I realized about the game is the fact that developers actually listen to their audience, unlike Hoyoverse. I feel like every time I open the game, something gets fixed with an update, and that kind of made me change my perspective about Kuro Games as a company as a whole. They compensate us with a lot of good stuff, including free 5 stars, 10 pulls, which is absolutely insane, and showing their gratitude towards their players makes me really happy. I think right now we're getting a new 5-star, not a new 5-star, but we're getting a free 5-star because there were some issues and bug fixes that they needed to do, and seeing a small game company learning from their mistakes is something that I really admire, and I think that they show that they really do care about the game succeeding. The second thing that I really liked about the game is the overall gameplay and how it kind of resonates with my gameplay style. I usually really like RPG hack and slash because I used to play a lot of Genshin Impact, and this game just kind of fills up all my entire checklist about a gameplay. The exploration was really enjoyable with different kinds of mechanics and puzzles available, made it really fresh and new to me. I feel like there's a lot of different puzzles that are in the game, including the running one, the shooting one, and then there's one where you have to solve a different types of puzzles, find different things to hit. There's literally a lot of different puzzles that are in the game that are really enjoyable to do. There are also different types of enemies that are present in the game, which is kind of insane, and the bosses that you fight against are absolutely phenomenal. It's just insane how they managed to make the game so beautiful, but at the same time very chaotic and apocalyptic, which I really like. The combat in the game is absolutely broken. Like, it's actually really cool with different kinds of mechanics put into the game, and the fighting systems and different types of playstyle for each character. It made it feel like they actually cared about how the characters would perform and not really recycle the same bullshit auto attack that a lot of gacha games do. Right now I'm playing Kocharo and Verena as well as Sanhua, which are absolutely very fun to play. And once Yinlin comes out, I'm gonna do a video on my polling session for Yinlin and obviously stream about that. The character designs and overall look of the game is very nice, and I kind of changed my opinion on it. It's pretty cool to see that they made a game as gorgeous and as Genshin for a smaller company like Kuro Games, which is kind of crazy. It's basically really good because the game kind of aligns with how the story goes, so it looks the same as how the story goes, which is kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's very chaotic, which is the same as the story, but at the same time it's pretty beautiful, and how they made it looks really nice. The artifact system is also really cool. You can use your echoes in combat, which gives the whole combat system even more depth. The grinding in the game doesn't really feel as overwhelming as Genshin, which is super nice. Every time I finished up a domain challenge, the amount of reward that I got were actually very satisfactory, which felt super worth it to spend my my stamina on, to be honest. The story, I felt like it was really interesting, especially with the introduction of Scar. It felt like I was actually immersed into the game, and they really thought of my choices carefully, especially with the whole story that Scar gave us when we first visited the village. This is kind of spoilers, but overall, like, very good story. They're doing a really good job at it. The gacha system felt super rewarding as well as an F2P right now, and I have enough to get Yinlin for the next banner, so I'm kind of prepared to get the characters that I want within only 1 week of playing, which is kind of crazy. And finally, the most important feature that they added was the skip button. I cannot emphasize how grateful I am that they actually put a skip button in every quest. Obviously, I do not skip the story, but the world quest, the fact that they're skippable is so important to me, and I really am happy that they did that, because world quests are actually like canonically not really important. You can just do them, get the rewards, and then that's it. And the fact that they put a skip button, absolutely insane. So I'm really happy that Kuro Games are actually listening to their audience, and they care about how the game is going to be functioning for the past few years. Especially right now, they're also gonna be announcing some new stuff for the next update, and some new changes that they're gonna be adding for their player base. So I'm really excited to see that. There are some small stuff that I wanted to address about the game that should be fixed in a bit. I think they're gonna be I think it might get fixed in the future. future, but hopefully they do. The dialogue writing sometimes doesn't get finished, and you can't really scroll to see what the characters are saying. This is gotten kind of annoying, especially when they're saying something important and you didn't really catch it, which kind of irritates me in terms of how the game functioned, or how the game wanted to express their story. The thing that I also hate is the fact that there isn't a log to check past dialogues, which also sort of irritates me, especially when I miss, again, something important in the dialogue of the story. There's also some voice acting that I didn't really like, especially Yang and Shisha. I don't know if they're kind of new to the whole voice acting thing, but I felt like some voice acting in the game felt really bad, and I hope they could fix it in the near future. The thing that I also kind of hated in the fighting actually is the parry system. Sometimes the parrying does not work. Either I'm ass at the game, or it's just that the parrying is very buggy and it's not working. But most of the time it kind of works, but sometimes it kind of irritates me that I pressed the button but it didn't register sometimes, or something like that. And there are some puzzles that kind of were buggy at sometimes, where the puzzle where you have to shoot the marks with Shisha, there are some that are not available, which kind of made the whole puzzle not worth it to get. Either I missed it, or it's a bug. The parkour also felt sort of janky and they need to fix it a bit, but overall it is fine, moving around the map, especially how fast-paced the game is compared to Genshin. But these are the small things that I wanted to address. It's just some sort of bug fixes that they needed to do, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be fixing them in the near future. So that was basically it for the pros and cons. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more of these types of content. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the game so far. It's been out for about a couple of weeks now, and I really want to hear your thoughts about the game and how you feel the overall gacha system, the combat, the dialogue, everything that I mentioned in the video. I kind of want to hear your thoughts about it in the comments down below and kind of create a conversation. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more of these types of content. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.